In the days of Henry Beauclerk of England there was a little lad named Elidore, who was being brought up to be a cleric. Day after day he would trudge from his mother's house, and she was a widow, up to the monk's scriptorium. There he would learn his ABC, to read and to write it. But he was a lazy little rogue was this Elidore, and as fast as he learned to write one letter, he forgot another, so it was very little progress he was making. Now when the good monks saw this they remembered the saying of the book, "Spare the rod and spoil the child," and whenever Elidore forgot a letter they tried to make him remember it with the rod. At first they used it seldom and lightly, but Elidore was not a boy to be driven, and the more they thwacked him the less he learned, so the thwackings became more frequent and more severe, till Elidore could not stand them any longer. So one day when he was 12 years old he upped with them and offed with him into the great forest near Street David's. There for 2 long days and 2 long nights he wandered about eating nothing but hips and haws. At last he found himself at the mouth of a cave, at the side of a river, and there he sank down, all tired and exhausted. Suddenly 2 little pygmies appeared to him and said, "Come with us, and we will lead you into a land full of games and sports." So Elidore raised himself and went with these 2, at first through an underground passage all in the dark, but soon they came out into a most beautiful country, with rivers and meadows, woods and plains, as pleasant as can be. Only this there was curious about it, that the sun never shone and clouds were always over the sky, so that neither sun was seen by day, nor moon and stars at night. The 2 little men led Elidore before their king, who asked why and whence he came. Elidore told him, and the king said, "Thou shalt attend on my son," and waved him away. So for a long time Elidore waited on the king's son, and joined in all the games and sports of the little men. They were little, but they were not dwarfs, for all their limbs were of suitable size one with another. Their hair was fair, and hung upon their shoulders like that of women. They had little horses, about the size of greyhounds, and did not eat flesh, fowl, or fish, but lived on milk flavored with saffron. And as they had such curious ways, so they had strange thoughts. No oath took they, but never a lie they spoke. They would jeer and scoff at men for their struggles, lying, and treachery. Yet though they were so good they worshipped none, unless you might say they were worshippers of truth. After a time Elidore began to long to see boys and men of his own size, and he begged permission to go and visit his mother.